Docs is a great word processing program that can help students with the writing process and with editing their work. So I'll show you some of the features of the program and tell you about some of the things that I think are pros and cons. So you'll see it looks a lot like other Word documents. You actually can open documents that are saved on your computer. If I go up here and go to My Files, it will show you the files that are currently on my computer, and I can open any of those that are Word documents. If I was on my Chromebook, it would show me my Google Docs in that section. You can create a document just on Clicker Docs, and then when you're ready to save, you can save it or send it as a Clicker document, a Google Doc, or a text file. So it's versatile in that you can share it with others, not just others who are Clicker Docs users. So for some of the features, down here you have your on-screen keyboard and also the word banks. So when you have the word banks open, you have your delete button and moving to the next line right here. This is the text-to-speech, which you just click on a word, and the program reads it to you. Another feature that is on is that if I finish a sentence and press the period and a space, then the program reads the sentence to me. So I can use my keyboard on my device, or I can use the on-screen keyboard. Either one works just as well, so it's just up to the user. And the only accessibility option they have is for the keyboard. If I go to Settings, I can use what's called Super Keys, and it gives me larger targets, you can see, so that I can select the letter that I wish to select. I'm going to just turn that off because it's not helpful for me personally, but I wanted to show it to you. If I put on the word prediction up here, and I have the on-screen keyboard, you'll see these words popped up. This is where they display. It's also where they display if I have the word banks open. If I don't have those open, it pops up right here. That's the same place that the word choices are shown if I misspell a word like user and I right-click. They're shown here, or if I have the word bank or the on-screen keyboard open, they pop up right here. So I'm going to change that to user. I showed you some of the sound features. This is just a back button, so if I change my mind, I want user spelled incorrectly, or I changed my mind, I didn't want the P there. I can get rid of the word prediction as well. And let me show you a little bit about the word banks. So one nice feature is that Clicker Docs comes with word bank already in it that also serve as a tutorial for how to use some of the features of the program. If I wanted to use theirs for some reason and just edit it, I could go here. I also could create my own, but let's say I want it to say learn about more. You'll see the name changed right here. And to add content to the word bank, you can type the words like this, and you'll see they use brackets to include more than one word within a cell of the word bank. You can change the colors of the word bank, and you can also change how it's organized, whether it's alphabetically by rows, columns, randomly, or in a fixed location. When you're ready to go, just press go, and there it is. And another cool thing is that you can use what's called these learning grids, and you can search for something and use something that's already created, a word bank that's already created. And you also can edit this word bank. So let's say I wanted this, but I wanted to change one or two of the words. I could go in and I could delete, or I can add, or I can change how it's set up, or the colors. So those are some of the nice features. I think the downside is dependent on how you're able to access the program, because it really only has that one accessibility feature for the keyboard option. But there are some great management features. You get to adjust a lot and control a lot as far as what is on the word banks. And I think that it could be really useful for some of our users. Unfortunately, it is not free. It's about $5 a month or $50 a year, but they do have some options for school districts and for multiple licenses. Personally, I think it's great that it has so many of these features all in one program, and I think it would be really worthwhile for some of our students to be using it. I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial and information about Clicker Docs. Thanks!